Hi everybody! I'm so sorry, I have a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning, so you'll have to excuse me if my voice kind of cracks and does funky stuff. We are doing Laura's Sketches Reimagined today. Here is our sketch. So we are going to have some fun with this sketch. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a ruler, I'm going to draw a line down the middle of my printed sketch, and we're going to make a traveler's notebook spread. I decided to do this because I do like to show you guys how to alter sketches as I go along, and sometimes I'll shrink them down and do 8.5 by 11, things like that, but I really wanted to try to work in my Me, Myself, and I project today. I want to use my scrapbookingstore.com February kit, so I thought this week's sketch was perfect to show you how to take a sketch, draw a line down the middle of it, and use it as a traveler's notebook layout. So I'm going to go through my scrapbooking store kit and kind of decide what elements I feel like I want to use today. I'm going to be documenting the prompt go-to hairstyle. I thought that would be perfect for this kind of really fun, bright kit. And my photo is a black and white photo, so that works out perfectly. I'm going to grab my Get and Sticky With It notebook from Rock Your Notebook, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up all of the hair accessories that I want to use on this spread and put them together and off to the side. And then that way, when it comes time to embellish, I have a limited number of embellishments to choose from, and I don't go cross-eyed and overwhelmed by looking at this huge 12 by 12 sheet of stickers. I'm going to do the same thing with the paper. I'm going to go through all the patterns and just pick the ones I think I can use for my spread. When I start here, I'm going to start by just grabbing some white cardstock. This is not like a heavyweight cardstock. It's not anything special. I mean, you can grab it at Walmart. It is just nice thin cardstock, and that way your traveler's notebook project doesn't get so bulky. I mean, this particular traveler's notebook, because I bought a spiral bound notebook, can be bulky, but I don't want to bulk it up with white cardstock. So I'm cutting these to 4 by 8, and then I'm actually going to mat them. So I'm going to take this beautiful paper. I love this heart paper, but this is so bright and colorful and dark, and it's just, if you have been around my channel for a while, you know that this is gorgeous, but we got to break it down a little bit. We got to add some light. We got to add something so that you're just going to get a hint of all of that beautiful color. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and mat my white cardstock with this black heart pattern. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere that white cardstock to my background, to that pattern paper. And I'm just going to check and make sure that I've got a nice fit there. It's not very often that I go ahead and pick a traveler's notebook page, so I just want to check and make sure it's going to fit well. So now I'm going to go ahead and start matting my photo. I'm starting with scraps. So when I do my scrapbookingstore.com kit, the first layout always gets sent to them with step-by-step directions on how to recreate the layout if you want. So, and you get that with your kit, which is always really fun. And then I'm going to go ahead now and do lots of layers. So I'm grabbing all of those offcuts, and I am layering up my photo. I'm going to layer up my photo a little bit messy, and actually it's going to end up kind of going over my page. So it sticks out a little bit, and I'm totally cool with that because that's the kind of notebook I'm kind of creating here. So if you watched my process for my first page, you know that page has like a little bit of a flip out or like an interactive element. And so I'm going to be adding more of those. We're going to have an interactive notebook, and I'm also going to have a notebook that doesn't really stay within the bounds of its binding. So since I'm altering the size of my sketch, I felt like I really wanted to be able to follow it fairly closely. So the sketch calls for like a little banner piece behind the photo, and I'm going to go ahead and add that. It just took me a minute. So if any of my subscribers are Marvel fans, we are big Marvel Universe fans here. We have seen them all. And so I was watching WandaVision on Disney Plus while I was doing this layout, and I kept having to stop and look at the screen because I was honestly so lost and confused. I could not figure out what was going on in that show. So as a second kind of, it takes like 3 or 4 episodes before you get an idea of what exactly is going on. And so now I'm all caught up and I'm cool. But when I shot this video, I was like, what is going on here? So I just went ahead, I cut that strip, used my T-square ruler to get it straight, and then I'm really happy with that and how it looks. Now we're just going to add some stickers from my Getting Sticky With It notebook. So if you are a Marvel person and have watched WandaVision, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of it. I'm still a little bit lost, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. So now I'm going to go ahead and I just added some stickers, kept it really simple. I'm going to go ahead and put that notebook page into my notebook, and then I'm going to work on the other side. So this second side is going to be where I add my journaling, and I decided to use this really pretty kind of journaling card from the kit. This is part of the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to cut it fairly narrow. I don't have a ton of journaling. I mean, the topic of this particular spread is my go-to hairstyle, so we don't need a lot of journaling. But I really wanted to include that bright pink floral element that was on the journaling card. Find a good spot for that, and then I'm going to cut this down. So this is just an offcut of one of those patterns I used to map my photo. I'm cutting a 3 by 3 inch square, and then I'm cutting that square in half to create a corner element. Again, going ahead and really following the sketch so that you can really get an idea of how you can take a 12 by 12 sketch and alter it or just kind of shrink it down a little bit to make a traveler's notebook spread. I always say print your sketch. Print it on some plain paper so that if you need to alter it or mess with it, you can just grab a pen and visually be able to do that. In this case, I just took my T-square ruler, drew a line down the middle, and that is a great way to do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my journaling down. Now we just need a little bit at the bottom, right? We just need some lettering. So I'm going to go through my alphabet stash, and I chose these Kelly Perky stickers. They have a really kind of funky, cool font to them, perfect for a layout like this. So I spelled out go-to hairstyle, and then I grabbed one of those really fun thicker words from that thicker stash from my thicker stash that says fab, and now I'm just adding these kind of girly elements and kind of interweaving them with my title. In case you're wondering, my go-to hairstyle is get it out of my face. I have long hair, and I have long hair for a reason. When I go to the hairdresser, I say, do not make this shorter than what it takes for me to pull it up in a ponytail because I need to be able to take my hair and just pop it up. Ponytails, messy buns, headbands. I really don't like to have hair in my face. So that is my go-to hairstyle. Now I just added, there was like this cool a scrunchie sticker, and I was like, that is going on this layout because that's perfection right there. I live in ponytails. So I used all my stickers in my Get It Sticky notebook, so I can just go ahead and put that away, and now I can adhere this side of my spread down, and we are calling this one done. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that this will help you on your next project to be able to alter a sketch quite easily and still create a beautiful project. I will talk to you all again very soon, I think on Friday for 80/20. Have a wonderful day. Bye.